bouncing back as the company got a vote of confidence from Ethiopian Airlines. All 157 on board were killed when an Ethiopian 737 MAX crashed soon after takeoff 2 weeks ago. Still, the airline CEO says he stands by Boeing and still believes in the company despite the fatal crash. That has sent Boeing shares climbing today, up 2.3%. Now, since the crash on March the 10th, Boeing has lost $40 billion in market value. Take a look at the way it's gone down. The stock had been a very sharp rallier up to record highs after the December falls, and it was one of those noticeable ones that really came up. Christopher DeNicolo is a Boeing credit analyst for S&P Global. He joins me now live from Washington. The fall in, good to see you, sir, the falling Boeing stock and the fall in price, I mean, frankly, was muted at best, down 18% perhaps at its worst point. But it never, I mean, it's 8%, 9% on the first day and a trickle down since. But certainly nothing like the falls that one would have expected to see in other companies and other industries.
Well, Richard, I can't comment directly on the stock price, as a credit analyst, but, we do think that the credit quality of Boeing, there's enough room both in their liquidity and in the current rating that we have on them, the single A, that they can, withstand this issue. The company has, substantial cash balances, access to revolver and commercial paper, and should be able to get through the grounding if it doesn't extend much past current expectations.
I mean, its cash balance is huge. Its order book is massive, and there is a duopoly. And the nature of aviation is, if you've got Boeing planes, you can't just decide to go and buy the other lot.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. Both Boeing and Airbus were producing their narrow-body aircraft basically as fast as they can to meet the demand. So Airbus, even if there was significant cancellations at Boeing for the MAX, wouldn't be able to replace those quickly. So we think that over time that the aircraft will still be successful, and that this will be more of probably a temporary bump, unless there's something more significantly wrong with the design than what so far has come out.
It does seem odd, though, doesn't it? I mean, what we're talking here about is a more of a reputational issue than a credit or balance sheet event here, aren't we?
Yes, that's probably true. I mean, like I said, they definitely have the balance sheet to to handle this. It's like you said, how much reputational risk is there? How does this affect their competitiveness over the longer term? Do airlines over time maybe prefer Airbus versus Boeing? Do they come back to Boeing for maybe some pricing concessions on orders that they already have? So there could be some real impacts in the long term, but the near-term financial impacts, like I said, are probably temporary.